Welcome to It Came From a Box, this is Sergio IM, and on our last hauled episode, we featured the deceivingly simple yet functional Pro Controller grip mount for the Switch, the Fixture S1. Had a lot of good to say about it, and since then they've reached out to us about sponsoring a video, and being that it's a product we actually recommend, we jumped at the chance. So, this episode is brought to you by Fixture Gaming. Out of the three modes, roughly 98.7% of the time, we use the Switch in handheld mode, but regardless of how innovative the Joy-Cons are, they're very tiny, like large mints, and after a few hours with this flat layout, they tend to feel cramped even with the best grips out there. It's much more comfortable to use with the traditionally sized Pro Controller, but then you're stuck in either tabletop or TV mode. So enter the Fixture S1. Raising over $114,000 from over 3,000 backers, and with almost 500 five-star reviews, the Fixture S1 is one of the best ways to upgrade handheld mode on the Switch. It's available in gray or neon red and blue accents, and you can also get it in a kit bundled with their carrying case, which we'll check out in a bit. As for us, they sent me what I thought was just another one of their clip mounts, but found that they actually decked this one out with these awesome custom It Came From a Box decals. I'm very humbled, it looks great, and even matches our yellow gripped Pro Controller. The clip is designed exclusively for the OG Switch and Pro Controller, and it snaps onto this claw. Yes, it's a bit aggressive, which it needs to be in order to get a secure grip, and although we didn't get any scratches, we did get these kind of scuff marks, which, don't worry, they can be buffed out. Then at the top we have this mount for the Switch. Unlike those retractable phone mounts, this one attaches via these rails, similar to the Joy-Cons, and paired with these rubber spacers or tabs, you get a very secure fit, while still leaving all the buttons, vents, and ports accessible so you can swap out cartridges, use headphones, and charge while using it. Now, with a regular phone mount, to reposition the angle, you have to loosen, adjust, and tighten, which in some cases can take years. But on the S1, you just move it where you want it, and that's it, you're good to go. These on-the-fly adjustments are possible because of these awesome friction hinges that have just enough strength to move around, yet stay precisely in place, just like Michael Jackson's anti-gravity lean. Just like it. We've used and abused the heck out of this one for about 6 months now, but to this day, regardless of how many times we rotate each hinge, they're still as strong as when we first unboxed it. In hand, the experience is way better than with the Joy-Cons because of the Pro Controller's ergonomic design, comfortable full-size grips, large buttons, triggers, sticks, and we still have HD rumble, motion controls, as well as NFC for Amiibo. But obviously it's a bit heavier, so to avoid fatigue, you want to make sure it feels balanced in hand, and it also helps to use it against a table or on your lap. On here, we have a variety of angles you can use it in, be it leaned back above the controller, down the middle, or our favorite, right in front, which gives you this kind of in-your-face immersive experience. And one last feature, the bottom of the clip is flat and lined with this grippy rubber, so you can pop out the Pro Controller, balance the screen, and use it as a stand to play in tabletop mode. Now, as much as I love this setup, it's clearly not as portable, which is why they made a custom carrying case for it. It's a slightly rounded hard shell with a nice handle wrapped in rubber, same as the zippers. Inside, we have this vacuum-formed slot specifically for the Pro Controller. It pops right in, and you then carefully fold down the screen until it lands against the right analog stick. Then we have a foam screen-protecting flap with 10 game card slots on the other side. And finally, an elastic zippered compartment for small things like charging cables or earbuds, and even a power bank, but that will make for a tight fit. To wrap it up, since we last featured the S1, the most asked question was, does it fit on any other controllers? Well, it does if it has the exact same dimensions like a lot of those Pro Controller clones you find out there. But we busted out 6 of the most popular third-party ones we had and tested them out. Most just did not fit, but out of the 6, the 2 that technically worked were PDP's Faceoff wireless and Afterglow controllers, but it did scuff up the faceplate on the former, which luckily we were able to buff out. At the end of the day, even if you have a Faceoff controller, I'd suggest sticking to the Pro Controller, which it was designed specifically for, to avoid any damage. But here's hoping that the next version has some sort of universal compatibility. So if you're like us and mainly play the Switch in handheld mode and are looking for a way to enhance that experience, we can easily recommend the Fixture S1.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
Go out there and check reviews, and also if you have an experience with it, let us know what you think of it down in the comments below. Once again, I want to thank Fixture Gaming for sponsoring this episode, so please check them out, the links in the description below, because supporting them helps support us. This is Sergio AM, thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you for the next box.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to help us out, you can do so by clicking that thumbs up button, and while you're at it, why not subscribe for more content? It's free. We also love to hear you out, so please leave a comment down below or talk with us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Sergio IM, and I'll see you for the next box.